Surfshark servers got a massive speed boost now that all of its VPN locations are 10 gigabit ready. And look at these speed test results. We're getting amazing speeds while VPN is enabled. And this server upgrade is just one of the Surfshark updates that happened in the past 12 months. But there were so many other updates that happened that you might have completely missed, which is why today we're going over the top 10 Surfshark updates of 2024. Before we start, if you don't have an active Surfshark subscription or you're looking to extend your current one, then click the first link in the description below the video. There you'll find our special coupon code called SharkTube, which will give you 3 additional months when buying Surfshark. Alright, so this list won't be in any particular order, and since we already talked about it in the intro of this video, let's discuss that 10 gigabit Surfshark server update. Now yes, as a result of this update, it does mean that you will now be getting much better speeds while connected to the VPN. I've tested a bunch of different VPN locations in the app and they all perform great. The 10 gigabit larger bandwidth is awesome not only because it gives you better speeds, but it also comes with better connection stability, which is equally important. With that in mind, Surfshark still highly recommends connecting to the VPN location that's closest to your physical location for best experience. To do that, you can simply use this fastest location option found here, and it will find the best VPN server for you automatically, which is pretty nice. Speaking of found, you probably wouldn't want just about anyone finding out your real phone number, as it could lead to bad actors trying to scam you or businesses sending you tons and tons of spam, which is where Surfshark's alternative number comes in. This feature, released in 2024, basically allows you to generate a virtual phone number to mask your real one. And this makes it a very powerful privacy tool, as it allows you to use sites like Craigslist without worrying of strangers getting access to your real number. Similarly, if there's a page that gives out discounts or deals that requires a number to receive them, then you could just use your alternative number instead, which will ensure you that you won't be getting a billion spam messages later on. You can access alternative number here from the Surfshark app, and if you receive any messages to this number, you'll find them all here in this inbox. Afterwards, if you no longer need your number, no problem. You can just simply delete it or pause it for a period of time. So again, I really encourage you to try alternative number. Just give it a try because it will seriously level up your privacy online. This next update was also a big deal for all Surfshark Apple TV users, as in 2024, Surfshark officially released the Apple TV OS app, meaning you can now run Surfshark natively on your Apple TV device that features its very own UI and features. You can obviously connect the VPN, add favorite locations, as well as access your dedicated IP feature. This app can be downloaded from the App Store, and yeah, this update is amazing for anyone who wants to use Surfshark on Apple TV, as before you needed to set up your router with a VPN instead, which can take quite a few extra steps, as well as requiring a VPN-ready router. So if you have an Apple TV, download Surfshark on it today. Another important update that happened in 2024 for Surfshark was the release of the Surfshark Linux Flatpak app. Here at Surfshark, we really like Linux, as unlike other operating systems like Windows, it's better for privacy as it doesn't track all of the telemetry about you. The only problem is that Linux is extremely diverse and there's a lot of distros out there that you can install. So as before, Surfshark worked best with Ubuntu. Now with Surfshark supporting Linux Flatpak, you can install the Surfshark app on way more Linux distros than before. It's available now on flathub.org, or alternatively, if you prefer downloading your Linux apps on Snap, well, that's also supported and you can get it from there as well. I'll leave those links in the description below, so go check them out. Next, let's talk about your iPhone, or rather, what's in your iPhone, and that's Surfshark VPN running in the background, protecting you 24/7. But what if you're trying to access some kind of website while having your VPN enabled, and it's giving you an error not letting you access it? Well, instead of turning off your VPN to access some kind of page that doesn't work while Surfshark is enabled, you can now use bypasser feature on iOS devices. So I can simply add the URL of any website that's giving me trouble when I'm having my VPN on, and now it will work just fine. This simply means that I can keep my VPN protection enabled, but for those few sites that don't work with a VPN, I can add them to the bypasser list. It's a really neat feature that was previously only available on Windows and Android platforms, but if you use Surfshark on your iPad or iPhone, it's now accessible to you as well. Try it out and let us know what you think. thing. Let's change gears a bit and talk about your data and how important it is to know if any of the websites that you've registered on with your email address and stuff have ever experienced a data breach. No company is safe from having their databases become compromised, leading to data getting exposed to hackers and bad actors, which is why it's so important to stay on top of things in case a data breach occurs. In 2024, Surfshark released a data leak checker available to everyone for free. Here on the page, which I'll link below, you can enter your email address and see if it's ever been part of any website database breach. So maybe you use the email to sign up on a ton of different sites. This checker will essentially let you know if your account's tied to that email or at any risk of being compromised. This is basically a free version of the Surfshark alert tool, which does provide a whole lot more information and data points for you to check. But don't sleep on this free version, as it too can provide valuable insights and let you know if you need to change your passwords ASAP. Surfshark Antivirus also had quite a few updates in 2024, one of which was the web protection feature. Now, if you use antivirus software and you get a virus of any kind, you will feel safe. But why not be one step ahead and not get a virus in the first place? That's exactly what web protection is for. It will block any dangerous websites and/or dangerous downloads, hence protecting your device. You can enable it in the Surfshark Antivirus settings right over here. Now, if I try to access a site that might be not safe or dangerous, I'll get the following notification letting me know to back down. Now, if you know 100% that the site you're accessing is safe and that it might be a false positive, web protection allows you to add sites to exclusions lists so you can access it. Next up, Alternative ID was a key privacy tool released by Surfshark in 2023. However, it was only available to users of Surfshark 1 and 1 Plus. What's different in 2024, however, is that Surfshark has made Alternative ID based features accessible to all bundles, including the starter plan. So if you were on the fence on whether or not Alternative ID was worth it, you can now try it out. And I'd say it's definitely worth trying out, as you can get yourself an alt email letting you get special discount coupons from various eShops without worrying about receiving a gazillion marketing messages later on. And combined with quickly generated alt persona details, you can also register and create an account on sites that you may only need to use one time. Speaking of super quick, Alternative ID also has been updated to support the auto-filling feature, which, as the name suggests, will automatically fill up details with your alt persona details or alt email, so you don't have to type all of that stuff manually. You can enable this function or disable it in the Surfshark extension Alternative ID settings. While we're on the Surfshark extension, we should totally talk about the feature that was released last year and you might have completely missed. It's fair to say that not all websites work well with a VPN, as some detect you using a VPN and not allow you to access the site or restrict certain features. That's why Surfshark has added an option available here on the extension via this button for reporting issues for when a VPN isn't working on a particular site. In this pop-up, you can paste the exact site URL that's not working for you, as well as select the type of issue and optionally provide more info regarding the problem. By reporting the issue this way, the report actually goes directly to the Surfshark devs so they can fix it up as quickly as possible. Coming near the end now, you might remember Surfshark's Cybersecurity 101 course that was released not too long ago. Well, the good news is that the course is now freely available to everyone on the Udemy platform, and you can check it out right now. The course is focused on spotting scams online, which is really useful, as something like social engineering attacks have become quite common today, and it can be used quite effectively against anyone to get your account details or bank account info and much more. By finishing this course, you'll gain valuable knowledge on how to spot scams and stop them, and just generally prevent them from happening in the first place. I'll leave a link to the course in the description below. Go check it out. And before you go, I have one final update to share, and that's the Surfshark Smart Home Privacy Checker. The year is 2025, and our homes are filled with robot vacuum cleaners and smart fans and humidifiers and smart door locks. I mean, seriously, there are so many smart devices in our homes today that it's kind of crazy to think about. And chances are, if it's a smart device, it's probably tied up to some kind of app on your smartphone. For instance, Roborock, a popular robot vacuum cleaner, is tied to the Roborock app, from which you can control it and change various settings and etc. Well, what Surfshark Smart Home Privacy Checker does is that it lets me find out how intrusive or not intrusive this app is in terms of data collection. Here I can select devices related to cleaning, robot vacuums, and then select Roborock. And as you can see, it lists out all the various data points that are collected by Roborock, things like email address, phone number, location, audio data, and much more. Thankfully, as shown here, this data isn't used for tracking, so overall the app is relatively safe, but you can check every smart home device app, just, the ones that you own, to make sure that they are not malicious. And if you want, you can also compare it to other similar apps. The tool is completely free to access to everyone, so I'll leave it again in the description if you're interested in checking it out. And here beside me, I also leave a card to our previous Surfshark update video from October of last year, in case you missed it. So hope you all have a wonderful year ahead, but that'll be all for me. Take care.